we have to study some human diseases. The first one is malaria. It is protozoa borne infectious disease. It is spread by the vector female Anopheles mosquito. So female Anopheles mosquito is a vector of this disease. There are 4 species of malarial parasite. First one is Plasmodium vivax. Plasmodium vivax. Second, Plasmodium ovuli. Third, Plasmodium malariae. And the fourth one is Plasmodium falciparum. So, these are the 4 species of malarial parasite. Out of these, Plasmodium ovuli is rarely found in our country. These 4 malarial parasites, they cause different types of malaria. The malaria caused by Plasmodium vivax is benign, tertian malaria. Malaria caused by Plasmodium ovuli is mild, tertian malaria. Malaria caused by Plasmodium malariae is contained malaria. And the malaria caused by Plasmodium falciparum is malignant or cerebral malaria, which is most dangerous among all these 4 types of malaria. So these are the 4 species of malarial parasites, and these are the different types of malaria caused by these different species of malarial parasite. Incubation period of this pathogen is from 7 to 15 days. Means after infection of this pathogen to human being, symptoms appears after the 7 to 15 days of infection. So that period is called incubation period. Let us talk about the symptoms of malaria. Initial symptoms are fever, chills, and headache. So these are the initial symptoms. Classical symptoms of malaria includes cyclic high fever followed by sweating and sudden shivering. So these are the classical symptoms of malaria. Along with these, sometimes symptoms includes vomiting and convulsions. Convulsions means uncontrolled contraction and relaxation of body muscles. That is called convulsions. It also includes sometimes arthralgia, means joint pains, pains in the different body joints. It also sometimes shows symptom like hemoglobinuria, means release of hemoglobin through urine. Hemoglobin passes out through urine. That symptom is called hemoglobinuria. Sometimes also shows hematomegaly, means inflammation or enlargement of liver. Sometimes renal damage is also seen in malaria, and if the person is infected by Plasmodium falciparum, then we also found infection in brain. So these are the some symptoms of disease malaria. Now let us know more about the malarial parasite or Plasmodium protozoa. There are two hosts for the Plasmodium. Plasmodium completes its lifespan in two hosts: primary host and secondary host. Primary host is female Anopheles mosquito, and the secondary host is human being. Why primary host is female Anopheles mosquito? Because this parasite Plasmodium carry out sexual reproduction in female Anopheles mosquito. So sexual reproduction occurs in female Anopheles mosquito, and that's why it is the primary host, and it reproduces asexually. Asexual reproduction takes place in human being, and that's why human being is secondary host of malarial parasite. Malarial parasite completes its life cycle into 3 phases. So life cycle of Plasmodium is completed in 3 phases. The first phase is schizogony, second phase is gamogony, and the third phase is sporogony. In first phase, schizogony, which occurs in human body, asexual reproduction takes place. It is the method of asexual reproduction, which we call schizogony. It occurs in liver cells as well as in RBCs. Schizogony, which occurs in liver cells, that is called hepatic schizogony, which results into the formation of daughter cells from sporozoites. Those daughter cells are called cryptomerozoites. So, hepatic schizogony results into the formation of cryptomerozoites. Schizogony also takes place in RBCs, that is called erythrolytic or hemolytic schizogony, which results into the formation of merozoites. These merozoites are formed from these cryptozoites. Actually, merozoites are formed. So, this process of asexual reproduction which takes place in human body, that is called schizogony. That is the first step, first phase in life cycle. Second phase is gamogony, which occurs in mosquito, female Anopheles mosquito. In this step, gametes are formed and fertilization takes place, results into the formation of zygote. Zygote is formed. That step we call gamogony, which occurs in the mosquito, in the alimentary canal or foregut of the mosquito. And the third step is sporogony. This step also occurs in the mosquito, elementary, in the wall of the alimentary canal. Sporogony starts or occurs. In this step, spores are formed. Spore formation takes place, you can say. In sporogony. So, from the zygote or embryo formed, multiple fission of the nucleus of embryo takes place in the wall of the alimentary canal, and as a result of that, many spores or many daughter cells are formed, which we call sporozoites. So sporozoites are formed and get stored in the salivary gland of the female Anopheles mosquito. In this way, life cycle of the plasmodium is completed in 3 steps. Schizogony, which is the asexual reproduction, occurs in the human body, takes place at 2 places, liver cell and RBCs. Gamogony, which occurs in the mosquito, results into the formation of zygote or embryo. And sporogony also occurs in the wall of the alimentary canal of the mosquito and results into the formation of sporozoites. Now, we have to study the life cycle of Plasmodium parasite or malarial parasite. Already you know that this parasite has 2 hosts. Female Anopheles mosquito, which is the primary host, and human being, which is a secondary host. So, female Anopheles mosquito carries sporozoites in its salivary glands, and when that female mosquito bites human being, when it injects the proboscis into our skin, those sporozoites enters in our blood circulation. So this is the infective stage of malarial parasite. Sporozoites is the infective stage of malarial parasite. Sporozoites enters in our blood circulation, and through blood circulation they reach to the liver cells. These are the liver cells, and in liver cells they start schizogony, that is asexual reproduction by multiple fission. Means this small spindle shaped sporozoite enter in the liver cell, enlarge in the size. You can see here also sporozoite enlarge in the size, and the nucleus present inside the sporozoite start multiple fission. Many nuclei are formed, and around these nuclei cytoplasm and protective sheath, protective membrane is formed. and those multiple daughter cells formed from these sporozoites inside the liver cells, those are called cryptomerozoites. So many cryptomerozoites get formed in the liver cells, and that state we call hepatic schizogony. So hepatic schizogony takes place in the liver cells and results in the formation of many cryptomerozoites. These cryptomerozoites are of two types. Some are small in size, those are called microcryptozoites, and some are larger enough, those are called megacryptozoites or megacryptomerozoites. So, out of these two types of the merozoites formed in the liver cell and released from the liver cell, microcryptozoites or microcryptomerozoites, more correctly, they will infect the red blood cells, red blood corpuscles, and the megacryptomerozoites, they will again infect the new liver cells, and they will carry schizogony there again and will produce cryptomerozoites again. These microcryptomerozoites which infects the RBCs, they also start schizogony in RBCs, and that schizogony is called, or that asexual reproduction is called erythrolytic schizogony. So erythrolytic schizogony takes place in RBCs and hepatic schizogony occurs in hepatic cells or liver cells. In erythrolytic schizogony, these microcryptomerozoites, they will again reproduce by multiple fission and they will produce many daughter cells inside the RBCs. Those daughter cells are called merozoites. These merozoites, they will break down the hemoglobin in the RBCs and they will form a toxic substance, that hemozoin. Name of the substance is hemozoin, and this substance is responsible for fever. This hemozoin, which is produced by these merozoites by breaking the hemoglobin in RBCs, is responsible for high fever, and that is the reason in malaria the person get high fever due to this formation of hemozoin. After completion of erythrolytic schizogony, the RBCs will be ruptured and the merozoites and hemozoin present inside the RBCs will get released. Merozoites formed in RBCs are of also two types. The smaller one are called microgametocytes and the larger one are called megagametocytes. So these microgametocytes and megagametocytes are the merozoites produced by erythrolytic schizogony inside the RBCs. Actually, these micro and megagametocytes are the pre-cells of gametes. They are not gametes. Gametes will be formed later from these micro megagametocytes. So these are not gametes. From these cells, gametes will be formed in the latter stage. So microgametocytes and megagametocytes are formed in the RBCs. They get released from the RBCs and they come into our circulation. When another female Anopheles mosquito suck our blood, that time these microgametocytes and megagametocytes enters in the alimentary canal of that mosquito. So this is microgametocyte, this is megagametocyte. They enter in the gut of the mosquito, and in the mosquito or in the alimentary canal of the mosquito, from this microgametocyte male gametes will be produced, and from megagametocytes female gamete or egg will be produced. This male gamete and this female gamete, they undergo fertilization, they complete fertilization in the foregut of the mosquito, and zygote is formed. So gametes are also formed in the body of the mosquito, fertilization also occurred in the body of the mosquito, and that's why female Anopheles mosquito is a primary host of the plasmodium. Zygote is formed. After formation of zygote, this zygote will produce a protective sheath around it, and we call it cyst. So cyst will be produced, protective sheath will be produced by the zygote, and that zygote will become motile. We call it a kinase. A kinate means a motile zygote, and it will enter in the wall of the gut and it will move in the anterior direction towards the mouth. As it is mobile or motile, it moves from posterior to anterior side of the gut, and during this movement of the eukaryote, sporopony starts. That is the third step of the life cycle. The nucleus present in the eukaryote will undergo multiple fission and will produce number of nuclei, and around these nuclei cytoplasm and wall will be synthesized, and as a result of this sporozoites will be formed, and these sporozoites will be stored in the salivary gland of the mosquito, and when the same mosquito will bite another healthy person, it will release the sporozoites into its bloodstream, and again those sporozoites will enter in the liver cell, will complete the hepatic schizogony. It will result in the formation of microcryptomerozoites and megacryptomerozoites. Microcryptomerozoites will infect the RBCs of the person, will complete the erythrolytic schizogony, and as a result, microgametocytes and megagametocytes will be produced. They will enter in the alimentary canal of the Anopheles mosquito. Again, same cycle will be repeated. So this is how the life cycle of mosquito is completed.